Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in and giving me 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Never thought I'd make 100, but here we are at 1,000, and not sure how much farther we'll go, but I guess we'll keep trying. I did ask in, I think, one video and in the community post for some questions, and I got 3 people to toss me some questions, and they tossed me multiple questions, so I think I'll just go through all of those rather than go fish for more questions, only answer one question per person. So let me bring those up quick. With right here. From EliteBen. Hey, I'd like to say thanks. You really helped me out in the early game with base mechanics and with how the game works. I'm really glad that I did do that, and I think that does give me an idea for a video later on where I go over the classes that we like doing a fighter guide video followed by like a mage guide, because I think that would be easier than just doing character guides and like more helpful, where I can go over like the various builds and then what characters actually fit into those builds might actually be better. So starting off, question number 1. Who is your favorite hero? It's hard to say. Probably Otis. Or, well, I guess it was Otis. I really like Thules because of his design and just lizard person vibes with me. Reginald, this is gonna be a tough question. I'm gonna be fumbling between both of these. Probably Andrin is my actual favorite, just because of how good he is, how underrated he is by the community. Like, everybody's always thought he was like really bad and low tier and all that, but people are starting to come around on him and how good he actually is. So keep that our little secret, I guess. Who is your favorite enemy based on style? Favorite enemy that... That one's kind of tough. Like, there's no favorite enemy because there's a lot of painful ones that I don't like. But probably like the seahorses, just because of the old Spoony meme video of him reviewing Ultima. What was that? I think it's Ultima 6, or is it? It's Ultima something on the Super Nintendo. It might be Ultima 7 or Ultima 6. It's either one of those where he throws a knife at a seahorse, and then the seahorse just comes back and kills him like in 2 hits. And he's like, "Ah, seahorses!" So, always fighting those is fun, and glad that seahorses are in the game as an enemy. And for question number 3 here, who or what got you into Across the Obelisk? I do the thing with my friend Wyvern/Vern, where I go through and check Steam for every co-op game possible from the most recent. And I do that like once every month or 2. And we'll go down the list and like pick any co-op game that looks interesting. ATO happened to have a werewolf on it, so that looked interesting. And I like to claim that I was the one that discovered Across the Obelisk, but no, apparently he linked a video by Wonderbots like 2 months before ATO was even launched, so he actually gets to take credit for that, so always fighting Vern on that one. But yeah, that's how I got started into ATO, and we ended up playing that for a few hours. Our second or third, I think it was our second run that we actually won the game, because we discovered some infinites with Reginald that were completely broken. We started with going to the spider cave trying to unlock the lizard, and then we died at Tula because Insane was a very big pain to deal with. But then we discovered, hey, we can craft Mass Dispel and Helping Hand to get rid of Insanity. And then we just went in that, and from there we cleared the entire game. But there was only 3 acts back then, so I don't know if we would have cleared it in this day and age where the final boss is very gimmicky. But we did abuse reset combats, so can take that into account too. Don't like to admit it, but yeah, we did abuse the reset combats back before, when it was meant for resetting and just for desyncs. So let's go ahead and swap to the next set of questions from FrannyBunny. Feel free to disregard any questions you don't vibe with. And I think these are all new questions, so... Number 1, what got you started on YouTube? Honestly, what got me started was there was just no Across the Obelisk guides, and the game was coming out in like 2 days. So I'm just like, well, crap, there's nothing out there for this amazing game, and people are going to get frustrated if they don't have anything to go off of for content. So ended up creating a pet guide and a character unlock guide and posting that to YouTube, and then people wanted more, so just started going from there. I think though I have like 3 old videos that are like all over 10 years old now. I think first one I uploaded was like some Smash Brothers Brawl combo video that I cheated on. And then like 2 EverQuest 2 ones. One was like a bug report, and one was just a funny moonwalking thing I found in the game when under a chicken illusion. For question number 2, what's your favorite ATO memory? Probably those first runs with Wyvern in co-op, which I just only started recording games that I play with him in the past few months. But I think the one that sticks out to me most was when we were playing with Dilute Baptism strats, where it made the watering sound of the just like a watering sound, and he's just like, oh, I gotta water my quarry, and then plays the water droplet sound cards. Always makes me happy. And then other favorite ATO memories, I think just seeing like everybody play through it on their own, especially when new streamers pick up the game and get through it on their own without looking up guides. It's always fascinating to see like them progress through Madness 16 without looking up anything meta and just going by learning and trial and error. That's always like my favorite parts of ATO. Alright, question 6. What do you enjoy most about making videos? I think I just enjoy comments and positivity and sharing my passion a bit. It's hard to talk myself up to enough that I make decent content, but I do enjoy it, and I do, especially doing these like random hero runs. I'd love to do more games, do more things of exploration, and just finding out new combos and breaking new games. But I also enjoy helping people out too, like when there's unexplained mechanics and nobody else has a guide on it yet. I'd love being the one to put that out, but it is very like discouraging when somebody's already put it out and they've done an excellent job. But I try not to find it as discouraging. I just find it awesome that people are able to make this good content, like Scrage and like Decker Tech. I want to cheer those guys on to keep making content because their stuff is awesome, and I hope they do come back since they're both kind of like idle. Love seeing them, those guys come back and make more stuff. And I'd also like to see more Sahil and JJ stuff. Wink wink, no judge. Alright, question 7. You study something and work in a certain field? I used to do IT, but it really didn't work out for me since office noises are sometimes a bit too much, and I love fixing people's problems. I just don't like being customer service. Well, actually, I like customer service because I like figuring out how to best deal with people. I just don't like the customer service where it's I need to find the best time to work with people and do a it's kind of hard to explain or put into words. I should have thought about this more. I like working with people. I like figuring out their problems. I don't like having to initiate doing it, though. I like when people come to me, not when I have to like go bother somebody else and like hopefully not catch them at a bad time. I rather them come to me with their bad time and solve it, if that makes sense. And working in a certain field, I would love to get into QA / quality assurance and testing games and breaking them way more than I would like making games or making art or doing anything else, just because I enjoy doing it, and I would love to have something like that in the future. I need to work harder on it, but I don't because it's rough. I'll just say that, but I'll get there soon. And then question number 9, I believe we're on. Or no, this is 8. Is there 3 in the first one, 5 here? Anyways, is there a story behind your PNG-Tuber setup? Kinda. I planned on doing Pokemon Unite guide videos, but as I said, when other people make guide videos and they're great, I don't feel like competing. I think I just want to like cheer on their stuff. So I had like all these Charizards like made up by a friend, and they work wonderfully. I did also have this dragon for when I was streaming, and this was going to be my default avatar for everything, but then I swatched to Charizard because of Pokemon Unite, and I figured it would be great. I was actually going to go by a different name of Professor Charizard or Professor Azalea, so Cordon wouldn't be used, so people couldn't track me on Google, and it would be crid friendly. But no, didn't do Pokemon Unite videos, so I just wanted to... I just used this for ATO instead. And then this one doesn't actually have any motions, but this is my character from way back when EverQuest, from like... has been my OC/character since 2007, 2008-ish. Swapped to the dragon in 2021, and then Charizard as well in like 2021 when Pokemon Unite dropped. And now just sticking with Charizard, but might be switching to different forms because I am really enjoying the fact of being a shapeshifter. And Nemona's like really sold me on the subject, so you might see more different avatars, more different forms flash in the PNGs. And thank you a ton FrannyBunny for the questions, and also thank you EliteBen. I've got one more set of questions from another user. Let's see what we got here from TheGuyDanDan. That is truly the one to rule them all. I believe this was on my Obelisk challenge video where I got the one ring 3 times. Huge congrats on the victory. Glad to see Energizing Serenade and Ortis frontline working out. Always a good time when Obelisk works out. For the Q&A, is there any specific reason you choose to play Obelisk challenge over the adventure mode? And yes. Adventure mode, it's very boring. There's a lot of prep. It's not boring, but it's same most of the time. Like, once you have it solved, it's solved. There's like not much you're changing based on like what you're encountering. You get complete control over your decks rather than having to make a lot more decisions. Usually only getting like certain cards to min-max it. And adventure mode is like a 4 to 6 hour thing at minimum. That's with preparation time and all that. Well, Obelisk challenge is like 2 hours max. And just enjoy it a lot more. I also didn't do much adventure mode, so I'm not too clear on that. Adventure mode, I really only did co-op with the Wyvern, and I always said, I'm not going to do more of this until he's playing with me again. But then I played with a couple other friends, and did that a few times on Madness Zero, but for months I never did Act 4, and because I was saving it for the Wyvern to play with me, but we never got together to do that. And when the devs put up a challenge to clear the game without any perks, that's when I finally learned how to do Act 4. Like, going into hand check without knowing what he does with 0 perks was definitely an experience. But we managed to pull through. I also didn't know what the twins did at 0 perks, so that was also fun. But now that they've added Obelisk Challenge, different bosses, and they're always improving Obelisk Challenge, that's a big plus in my book, and I really enjoy it, and I thank them for letting me have that playstyle and still working on it while still doing amazing stuff in adventure content. So thanks, Rin and Hans, for all your hard work. Question 9 or 10, I forget which one this is. If you had to pick your favorite card in the game, or top 3 or 5 for each class, what would it be and why? I'll probably pick top cards for each class. I have named like most underrated cards, but I think for favorite card in the game for Warrior would be Citadel. It's just so defensive, so good, I love it. Meme pick would be Skull Splitter, because everybody else hates it, I found use out of it. And then another card I'm growing to like, or that I just really like in Warrior, is just Battle Shout. It does so much. And I guess I'll throw in Battle Plan in there as well. Battle Shout, Battle Plan. Battle Plan just because it works with a couple of the book items, and getting those rocking is always good. Scout, I'm a big fan of Yellow Scavenge, fan of Knives. Not really Music Sheet, but Ammunitions is a card I love. Eternal Lullaby I think is super underrated, and I love that one. And then Song of Celerity, of course, is brokenly good. Mages, I love Dark Ritual, I think that's underrated. Flame Strike is great, Firestorm is great. Shock Nova and Superconductor. And then also Winter Knight's Tale. Throw that one in there. As for Priest, you know I love Prescription, can't deny that. Divine Insight, I love that one. Holy Storm, good. And then Mesmeric Barrage, I like that one a lot too. Then Pandemonium is good for memes. And then Fanaticism's a great card, even though I see a lot of people don't pick it for the like the offsides, or not off, for the offsides it has. And then really neglecting like really good energy gain because they don't like that. If there's any bosses do you dislike more than others, and if so, why? Twins, because I haven't figured out how to do them. Oh, I figured out how to do them, I just always forget how to do them. Where I want to take big cards or big detonators over silly things like going dark stacks against them and on hit effects, because on hit effects don't proc through shields, and then when they got their shields up, you're not getting through that, and then your run's a total wash. And that is all the questions I have. I didn't do what most people do and like say thanks for 1,000 subs. I'll do a Q&A video. Please submit your questions, but maybe I'll do that next time for 2,000 subs. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to brush your teeth, take care of yourselves, and hope the content keeps you entertained and you don't spend too much time on it, because I want you guys to do what you want to do in life and not spend time watching me. I want you guys to succeed and follow your dreams, do all that. Alright, have a good one. Goodbye.